Yeah. Night walk. Stars are kind of out. It is still like 100 degrees. Yeah, not ideal temps. What I think is the best album of the year so far, Kid Laroi, before I forget, not just the first one that dropped, the deluxe edition too. The same thing as all these pop artists are doing, where he drops an album and then I'm gonna be out of breath for this one. I'm exhausted today, but just bear with me. Drop the album, and like 2 months later, I mean, even rap artists are doing this shit now. You know, another 12 songs. You get 24 songs on an album, like it's an Morgan Wallen album. When I'm suggesting this album, it's not like I'm saying, hey, I need you to listen to this front to back, but like, you know, you get to the first song and you're like, this is okay, but what's the next one like? Is it a hitter? No, you gotta kind of put up with the bullshit that isn't that great on the album to appreciate what is so good on the album. Comparison to how kind of life goes, you know, there's some bullshit that goes on, but you gotta put up with that to really appreciate when shit's good. Me and You, first song on the album. Not a great one, honestly. Both instruments that they use put you on what the whole album's gonna be. I think this is a breakup album. People were saying that it was like, you know, him and like Tate McRae were dating for a bit. Who knows? Who cares? Honestly, if it inspired him to do this, then thank God it happened. Some Mac Miller energy in it. Some Kendrick. I'm listening to it right now, tapping in and talking about it. It does what it needs to do. Sets the tone. I wouldn't even say it's a good one. It's not one that I'd be like, hey, if you had to listen to one on this album, listen to this one. But in order to appreciate the whole thing, gotta listen to it. Gotta feel what's going on in that one. Song number 2. July. Okay. This is now where you're getting into like what I think is the reason this album's so good. It's this vibe. The vibe that's going on this one. Definitely not one that I would piece off and suggest, same as the first. But it really jumps into like, hey, this is gonna be a like, reminds me of Zamar, 90s like R&B-ish in a way with how he's going about it. But I love that shit. 3/4 of the way into this song, you could hear it in his voice. Like, all right, there's a hook at the very back end of it. It's so good. And that's gonna take you to the next one. We feel the same kind of pain and it only gets Private. This is one I'm suggesting. The first time listened through before even the deluxe album came out, Private was maybe 2 or 3 on my list, and then Sneaky made it to maybe number 1. Not locked in yet. Just start over. And then once you get back here, I'm certain you will be. But yeah, this is where it really sets the tone for the album. This is the first hitter on the album. The next one. I was getting high, I was way too drunk, baby. You're the only one. Calm down. Initial listen on this one. Didn't love it to follow up a banger like Private. But Calm Down is a must, because you gotta just push through the slowed down energy vibes of it. And at the very end of the song, it gives everything you need. And the whole time you're like, man, this song's not giving me what I'm looking for here. Very end of the song, transition into the next absolute banger. Recommend to you. Rather Be. The way that it comes off of the first one. Not only in Come Down, there's a moment where they change keys in it, and he continues to sing along. The melody of the beat was like so satisfying. Rather Be. Highly suggest. The next song, it actually follows up with another highly suggest banger. Perfect World. This was probably my number 2. Me initially made its way to 1. Definitely has always been in the top 5 for the entirety of the album. I haven't found a reason to like that one at all. Pass. Listen to it for sure, but then, you know, just to be like, what the hell's going on here? Then you get into Coldplay. Coldplay is kind of the same as the song prior to Rather Be, where kind of sucks, much needed because it follows into the next song. The next song is
waiting for the day when no one is watching us.
The Moment, Claire Lassant. This is right now my number one on the whole album. Lyrically, amazing. Vocally, better than even lyrically, but lyrically talking about like that moment when you finally like pass, do wherever you do, go to heaven, whatever the next thing is. But the freedom and like the weight lifted off your shoulders of the bullshit of the world, like the bullshit of day-to-day life, people, paying bills, tasks that you have to do, just knowing that like whatever I'm going to next, that moment, that feeling, that is what the moment is that they're talking about in the song. So it's lyrically just hits my soul. Number one. At this point, you've got the vibe of the whole album. This next song, it's the acoustic guitar on it is so smooth, so like peaceful vibe energy.
Where did I go? You waited, but I never came back.
Never came back right after The Moment. You're staying on that plane, that plateau of like, hey, like I'm giving you everything that I'm going through right now in my life, in my head.
So if you can't, then I've got it already. Know I'm got it already.
Thank God this was the first one that I shared from the album to one of my homies. By the way, I'm going for this video is just disc 1. I'll hit disc 2 on the next one. I am got so many left that I have things to say about, and almost to the end of disc 1. The next one. I'm so in love with you. Kind of still winding down from the tone, what was going on, the last couple bangers that were up. Only reason I'm probably saying that is because the next one's my now number 2 on the album. The number 2 song right now. I'm listening to it the most.
Too much to fight, or maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe I'm wrong. Strap on your seatbelt. Holy shit. This one is heat. This one is so good. It is all piano. So it's like kind of before you got an acoustic guitar with the soul that he's like kind of coming through. This is a breakup song at its finest. You know I love you too much to fight. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you're right. Thinking of the memories, the anger disappears. Like, I mean, this shit lands. Turn it on now. Listen to it. Maybe I'm wrong. Heat.
You're the only one I ever loved slow.
Her interlude. Not a whole lot to say. How are you going to wrap up a banging, like, emotional album of just spilling your guts on how mad, angry, frustrated you are, not only just at other people or situations, but at yourself, and dealing with a lot of emotion. It's basically saying, hey, I'm about to get over this bullshit that's going on. Then you get to the final song. Back When You Were Mine is foreshadowing disc 2 of the same album, which in time, the disc 1 came out, disc 2 wasn't out for like 2 or 3 months. So this is where it ended off. But the final song on this album, Back When You Were Mine, is foreshadowing for the next disc of this album, which is kind of like getting rid of those BS thoughts that, shit sucks, dealing with the anger, the pain, the frustration, the loss, the sorrow, all of that, putting that into different types of vibes of music. Initially I was like, oh God, like I didn't even think disc 2 was coming. I was just like, all right, well, that's cool. Like he ended this album well, because it seems like things are okay. It's super vibey, like to get you going, like just all right. Thank God that is all over. Disc 2, a couple months later, and on the next video I'll talk about that one. Before I forget, by the Kid Laroi. Night walk, I think we're at like 17,000 steps today. So really, sometimes the only thing you're good at is getting steps, and that's all you can do. Been in my head and trying to fucking get out of it. This is how I'm doing it. We'll see you on the next one. Part 2. I love you. I'm proud of you.
Over with you is the weakest feeling, baby, we kiss.